Hi there everybody, Easy Mac Mike here, and today we're going to be talking about a product from a company from Portland, Oregon, and they are called Grove. And Grove makes accessories for various Apple products. I think they also make some stuff for laptops as well, just generic type stuff. But their main focus is Apple products. The company started out, as I understand from their website, from a furniture maker and a laser engraver who had shops across the street from each other. And they decided to get together and try to create the best iPhone case that they could. And this is starting from the design to actually shipping a product out of their shop. So right from designing it to milling it to packaging it, it was done in shop, as it were. A big task, no doubt, and apparently the timing was horrible because once they were finally started shipping the iPhone case, it was time to introduce another iPhone. That was the iPhone 4 because the case they initially made, I guess, was for the iPhone 3GS. So they persevered apparently, and they are still making products out of wood. Very organic sort of product for a very not organic type of device. I don't consider MacBook Pros very organic, I guess. And these products are they're kind of on the high end, and of course it isn't cheap to make something from design to the final product all in the same place. Oftentimes, different aspects of a project will be done at different places. Like they sell a $150 iPhone 5 case. It's beautiful, beautiful case, made out of laminate wood, all different colors and dual material construction. Very nice, very high quality design put into this iPhone 5 case. So just to give you an idea what kind of company they are. Okay, so the product that we're going to talk about is the Grove Bamboo Back for iPad. The bamboo back is basically a thin piece of wood. It's a veneer of wood that you stick onto the back of your iPad. There's a peel-off back on the back of these, and you peel it off and line it up with the back of your iPad and install it that way. Once installed, what is the functionality of a iPad back? What kind of functionality do you get out of this? There isn't a lot, but there is some. What you find is by adding a little bit of thickness to the iPad with a very lightweight material, you don't add much weight to it, but you still have something substantial to hang on to. I find that this is easier to hang on to just because of the girth, as opposed to just hanging on to the bare iPad itself. Also, the material itself is not sheen. It kind of has a matte finish on it, whereas the aluminum, brushed aluminum, I find to be very slippery. It doesn't. There is no friction between your fingers and the aluminum, whereas there is more friction with the wood. So that also makes it easier to hold on to your iPad. So basically, it's a cosmetic thing. It's like vajazzling. Go and Google that up and find out what that means. It just makes your device look nicer or different. It adds a little uniqueness to your device. The piece of wood, though, doesn't do any protecting of anything. I mean, the material that they make this out of is less dense than the brushed aluminum that's on the device initially. So there's that. Also, when you go to put your iPad down, you wouldn't necessarily want to put it down on the glass front of it on a hard surface, unless you were going to put it on a bed or a couch or something. Then you would consider putting the iPad down on its screen, and then you could show off the bamboo back, because that's why you have this on here, to make this look different. So when you're walking around with it, or if it's in a stand, you can show off your Grove bamboo back for your iPad. Another thing I want to mention about this is that they send along a little card to tell you how to install it, and a little bit of other information. They tell you to, when you want to remove this and maybe put it on someone else's iPad, or a newer iPad or something, because the 3 and the 4 are the same. So if you have an iPad 3 and you're going to upgrade to the 4, you may want to put your bamboo back on that one as well. But what they tell you is that these little cutouts, which are unique to each individual one, when you order yours online, they have an assortment of about, I don't know, 30 different cutouts that you can have put on the back of yours. And one of them is included is a Canadian flag, which is very cool. Being in Oregon, I think they're very Canada aware. Way to go, Grove. And what they're telling you, that when you peel this off, because the adhesive on here obviously has to be pretty strong, is that this little engraving or cutout may not survive. There's little pieces of wood here, right here, that may not survive being pulled off with such strong adhesive on such a thin piece of material. So be forewarned, and they give you a card to do that exact thing. Another thing I wanted to mention about the bamboo back is that it basically renders a lot of cases useless. So you can't have this on here and have a case. So your odds are really high that your glass is going to be exposed when you put the back on, because it just won't go in other cases. I also have behind me I have my Alesis I/O dock, where you can slip your iPad in there and then plug in some XLR cables into it. You put the bamboo back on the back of your iPad, it doesn't go into some other devices that are meant to just have an iPad in it. I'm just thinking about the iClip as well. I have a mic stand clip device that you can put your iPad in. I'm not sure how well that would fit in there either. So be forewarned that if you're going to put this on the back of your iPad, no protection for your screen, and you may be disallowing yourself to put it or use it in other cases and or devices. So in conclusion, I'd like to say that the Grove bamboo back for iPad will make your iPad look unique, look classy, adds a definite different feel to it, and it has a lot of cosmetic beauty to it, as it were, but it may actually cause your iPad to lose some functionality, whether it be in an external device that it doesn't fit into anymore, or a case that it won't fit into anymore. But overall, I can't say anything bad about the Grove iPad Pack, because they are very cool. If you have a product that you would like to have reviewed by me, Easy Mac Mike, just drop me a line at kingfridayrocks@gmail.com. Thanks.